Nice to have you, sir, for this meeting, sir. Thank you.
It's my
Thank you for your
pleasure.
time.
It's my pleasure as well, and whatever is required to be done, would definitely like to contribute to whatever best I can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, sir, I would like to ask you some questions for this interview. Yes, sir. So, sir, my first question is, according to you, what makes the education industry the best industry to work in?
Okay, quite interesting question.
Yes, sir.
See, I have come from a corporate. Basically, after my education, I started working in corporates, and after a long experience, about 27 years, I moved into academics. And while I was in corporate, I was a visiting faculty to a few business schools, both at UG and PG level. And there I realized that the academics is an area where we touch human lives. There are, in fact, to my mind, there are only two professions in the world where you touch human lives. Like one is teaching and other is medicine. So at that moment, when I was teaching students as a visiting faculty, I could realize that I can make a lot of difference to the lives of the young students by sharing whatever experiences I have in corporate and sensitizing them to the problems and challenges that they would encounter when they start working in different corporates. So, according to me, academics is one area where you can continuously be in touch with the young crowd, keep learning continuously, unlearn what you might have learned in the past is no longer relevant. We see business is very dynamic and it keeps on changing, and especially these days when the technology is also changing at a very, very accelerated pace. It becomes important for all academicians to be in touch with the contemporary knowledge. So academics is one area which impels you and motivates you to continuously keep learning. Just like a learning organization, I would say it caters to a learning individual. So as an individual, I continuously keep up to date with my knowledge by reading the current text, the magazines, journals, news items, etc., etc. So I think academic is one industry. The education is one industry which keeps you young, which keeps your brain cells quite active, and obviously when your brain cells are active, you tend to be physically also be active. So overall development of mind as well as the persona of a person develops if you are into education industry. That's what I feel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So my next question is, will you please throw some light of extracurricular activities conducted at your college, sir?
See, ours is a startup. We have just started. Our UG programs have started from the beginning of the month of just recently in August only. And PG will start somewhere in November. So it's too early for me to comment on that. But nonetheless, we have a lot of plans in terms of calling guest faculty, industry professionals. See, we are promoted by an industrial group called Nath Group of Industries, which is a very well established agribusiness conglomerate in Marathwada region. And they are into agri research, they are into food processing, they are into making papers and industrial chemicals, and a very vast network with industry. So we are very fortunate to be promoted by in terms of industry connect. And in due course of time, we have full plans of exposing our students to activities like business games, quizzes, meet with the industry leaders, and even industry visits, and sensitizing them to overall economy of the country. We also have a course on Gandhian thoughts and Indian ethos in management. So these are apart from the academic curriculum. So this will expose the students and make the students not just how to make living, but I would say how to live. All these extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities which we talk about will happen due course of time. As I said, it's just a startup. We have full plans of doing that so that our students are, when they come out of this institution, they are not contributing to business, but become a very sensitive citizen of the country.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a great thing, sir. And so my next question is, what are the some plans that you are currently designing for your college and your students?
Pardon me, come again.
What are the some plans that you are currently designing for the college and your students, sir?
Okay. See, we have positioned our institution in a very unique manner. Like, we are offering integrated programs in management, technology, and entrepreneurship. So our entire program structure is integrated in such a way that each and every student, whether he is from a management student or from a technology like BMS or BCA or MBA, agribusiness or MMS or MCA, whichever area he is, he will be exposed to technology, entrepreneurship, and management. So it becomes a total integrated program. So when he comes out of the institution, he is ready to face the challenges of Industry 4.0. So our program structure and is going to be, continuously will be reviewed. We are also very fortunate to have very eminent personalities on our board, like Dr. Anil Kakodkar and Dr. Anarinder Jadhav and Dr. Khakkar of IIT Mumbai and so on and so forth. And we do take their inputs in terms of program structure. And we also have industry mentors who look into the program structure and curriculum detail. And then they give their inputs, how do we make it more contemporary to the needs of the business. So these are the various initiatives we have taken and will continue taking. In fact, we have, apart from the program directors for each program, we also have industry mentors for management programs, industry mentor for the agribusiness program and for the technology programs. So these industry mentors continuously guide our faculty members as well as students. And obviously, in fact, every weekend, that is on Saturday, we have kept a slot vacant for panel discussions from the industry or any guest faculty or some CXOs coming in, sensitizing the students, interacting with the students. That is just, we have already planned for it and it will be executed as we go along.
Great, sir. Great. So my next question is, what kind of opportunity does your college provide to the student to pursue their dream?
See, basically, I would say we provide a great learning environment. When we say learning environment, essentially we motivate students to develop their own skill sets. We simply facilitate, we provide the environments in terms of learning resources, software, faculty base, and the focus is more towards motivating and encouraging, incentivizing students to learn on their own. And any problem, yes, we are there. My faculty is there. We will be mentoring them. In fact, every student is mentored by the faculty because being a first batch, we have a very limited number of students. Like I have today around 20 students in BMS and 20 students in BCA. The PG program admission has just started, which will be, I think, by mid of November, we'll start the academic year. Since we are going to have a smaller batch size, it becomes all the more beneficial for the faculty to mentor each and every student individually. So these are the opportunities which we are going to provide to the students. Apart from the regular industry visits and the kind of new pedagogical innovations that our faculty is going to have like business simulations, case studies. Case studies, I think, has become almost the norm for every business school. More apart from that, we are going to have simulations. The faculty members will be trained, and many faculty members, they understand how to teach the simulations. And we have a plan for sending our faculty members for training programs to various tier 1 business schools, where they'll get trained how to teach through simulations, and they come back and use the same pedagogy in the classroom. So these are the unique opportunities which we propose to provide to our students.
Great, sir. Great. So my next question is, if I'm talking about the training program, what kind of different training program your college conduct to update the skill set of your students?
See, as I said, we are just a startup, okay, and so it is too early to tell you the complete comprehensive plans. But when we say training, as I said, our industry, we have a very outstanding industry network in Aurangabad because of our promoters, Nath Group of Industries. We have excellent. We have got already MOUs with some of the companies which are into IT as well as the consumer durables, software, where they have entered into. We have entered into an agreement that their people will come and train our students in the latest technologies. Two companies which I can tell. There is a company called Expert Global in Aurangabad. It's promoted by Mr. Mukund Kulkarni. We have entered into MOU with them. So there is one more company where we have entered into MOU, and in which they have agreed, and they've already started doing it also, wherein they will depute their professionals who will be training our students, will be interacting with our students on a regular basis, both in the classroom as well as off classroom. And there is another company, Endress Hauser. They are into process automation equipment. They have also agreed to help us in grooming our students so that they are employable. So these are the various initiatives which we are taking for the training of our students. And there are many more MOUs which are in offering, like we have in discussion with Johnson & Johnson and Skoda, Sterlite Industries in Aurangabad. See, Aurangabad happens to be industrial setting. A lot of good industries and large companies are there, like Sterlite, I said, Skoda, Endress Hauser, and a lot of other industries are there, Bajaj Auto. So since we have that network, it becomes easy for us to collaborate with them, and they will help us in training our students. Not only students, even our faculty members. And our faculty members will get a chance for training their executives as well. We also have a proposal for executive training programs, which we call MDP. Our faculty members will be training their executives in various kind of programs like new product development and brand management, so on and so forth.
Great, sir. Great. So my last question is, any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and students?
See, as I see, the current generation looks for a lot of freedom in terms of their actions, in terms of speech. No doubt, it is a very matured way of looking at things. I totally endorse. But when we talk about aspiring for freedom, I would say freedom invariably should come with a responsibility. Because to my mind, freedom without responsibility is a chaos. So if we want to have some freedom in our actions, in speech, in whatever we do, we also have a responsibility. Unless we feel responsible to the society, to the family to which we belong, to the nation to which we belong, Only freedom without any responsibility will only result into chaos, which is totally undesirable. So my um, not advice, but my um, suggestion to the youth would be, if they really want our country to be one of the you know most developed country, and wish to be known as a country with ethics and sensitivity, I would strongly suggest they should not only talk about freedom, they should also understand their responsibility. If they freedom and responsibility go together hand in hand, then I think sky is the limit, and there is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nights. It's a very nice interaction with you, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, it's also my pleasure to have you for this interview. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.